What's up, everybody? Soundwave Spectre here. How you guys doing? Welcome, welcome. I see we got Nairo and Knockpod in the chat. How you guys holding up? Good to see ya. Hope you guys are ready to nuke me today. Let's see here. Can I lower this? Bring this down a little bit? Oh, let me do that. Interesting. Okay, so we're just waiting for at least one more player so far. All you do here is, we got three factions here. We got Knockpod. You are in the Chief of the North. You're the Vikings right now. Nero, we have the Grandees of the South. They're more the religious zealot class. And then we have the Barons of the March. No one's there yet, but hopefully we'll get some people in a couple seconds here, and we'll start. So the way this game works is, I'm gonna pretty much read the story to you guys, and I get I can make minor decisions, and you guys are going to vote on the policies that come to the councils and stuff. You're a bunch of hippies. You also, I believe you could, if you could enable I think I enabled it, the Twitch extension. So I hope that helps you. It should pop up. I've never done Twitch extensions before. Trying my best to be a real streamer here. Yeah, so you guys are going to be voting on policies and stuff, on ways to take me down. The goal here is for me to carry on my family name, keep going, stay in power, etc. Yeah, it's up and working as far as yeah, it looks like it. I have a little extension button there on the top left. So on the top left is going to show you who you are, what your nation's goals are, and how much money you have, because all that comes to play. And once it gets started, I've noticed just from playing it as a viewer in other people's games, it does kind of snowball to get bigger and bigger and bigger. Hello, Zek Undead. Welcome, welcome. Good to see you. Haven't seen you in a while. How are you? Come on in here. Just join, join. And it's gonna be a fun game. I think, at least. I hope so. I hope you guys enjoy it. But it's a cool game. I really love these asymmetrical multiplayer games where it's, different objectives and stuff. But so, like I was saying before, so I'm going to be the king, obviously, and you guys are having three separate factions. You guys all want to kill me. That's always the goal across. But you also want to position your country in a power that you will take. You will take over. You have to do a space there, Kelsey. It's exclamation join space she. You're good. One to come back, but was avoiding Baldur's Gate. Yes. Well, I finished it today. I can tell you it was phenomenal. It was absolutely phenomenal. But I respect you. I respect that. I know I do that with a lot of. That's why I generally go more bouncing around with my streams, because I know personally, I always get upset if the streamer goes too far ahead of me. But okay, so we got 4 here. Nice, you want to play it, but you can't afford a game right now? Wait, I feel you, man. I feel you. And you know what? I was making a video for this today. I was scripting it out. 2023, man. We've been eating good all year. There's so many good games coming out. Long live the Grandees. We'll see. We'll see about that. Well, good news about this game is Zek Undead. It's free. All you have to do is join and then space he, and you'll be in. Grandees, these nuts. All right. I think the Grandees of the South have a strong slogan for their people. Grandees nuts. Down south. All right, so let's get started here. We got 4. We're gonna get started. Let's see who rolls in, because again, anybody can roll in at any time, and your character is gonna come up on screen, and it's interesting. Okay, I have to do a lot of reading. So this is our Wish.com Westeros here. My head is blocking the scores. No. Shouldn't. It should be right under the Defiance is the last thing you see. Yeah, maybe you're an idiot. Okay. Yeah, I tried to shape it exactly the right level. Okay, so it's spring the year 948. I'm King Soundwave Spectre. Oh, we're the Glibglobians. I couldn't think of a good name. You seem to be occupying my ancestral lands. Yeah, you're the north here. We have the barons here. That's where Kelsey went, and then we have. Thus, I denounce you to chortle my balls. How do I know what team you're on? It says on the top left there should be a little button that comes up on the screen. It'll tell you who you are, what your goal is. You are the barons right now. You're the red people. I could also pull up the noble list and see for you. You have $1,000. You're the noble. We got Chief Knockpod and Chief. Well, I don't know what your title is. Grandee of the South. All right, so let's get started with the first event here. This is a little bit. The first one, a few ones are little tutorials. All right, the path to victory here. The Spy Master says, "Your Majesty, when you die, how do you hope the kingdom will remember you?" Well, obviously, I am. Well, I got to set my goal here. I'm going to be. I'm going to be the father of the nation. Watching the first round is fine with me. I've never heard of this. I was also finishing this up. Okay, well, you're welcome to join in anytime. This game can go very quickly or very, very long, depending on who joins and how well you do. Interesting. Are you concerned for the welfare of the commoners, or are you just hoping a new favorable passage in the history books? No, I'm going to be a man of the people. I'm going to be so based that it's not going to be able to overthrow me. I suggest over the next few years you focus on improving the kingdom's overall farming as much as possible. Once you have an heir, I will return to discuss how your ambition is progressing. Good luck, Your Majesty. Yeah, I got to get it in real quick. You know, that's the goal for me. All right, so the council introduction. Chancellor here. This guy, I like his little glass there. They're pretty good. Looks dapper as shit. Now that you are king, your first duty is to meet with the Council of Nobles. And Knockpod, this is a great game to play while working for the IRS, just so you know. Your nobles hail from all across the kingdom, the wintry north, the scorching south, and of course the bleak march. So I introduce myself to the chiefs of the north. Ah, there's Chief Knockpod. Looks just like him. Good luck in the days ahead, Your Majesty. That's right, you call me Your Majesty, you bitch. You'll need... It's uncanny, yes. You'll need it, dealing with us a lot. I like your little fox pelt. It's pretty badass. Your little kilt. Like it. Okay, introduce yourself to the Grandees of the South. May the ninth God bless you, your reign, Your Highness. I trust you will conduct yourselves with honor and faith. You know, you used to have that hair there, Nairo. I'm not gonna lie. Never got that mustache though. Work on it, buddy. So introduce yourself to the Barons of the March. Oh, that looks exactly like my wife. Baroness Kelsey Chemistry. Hail and well met, Your Majesty. Under your leadership, we'll whip this kingdom into shape. Alright, with that, the introductions are done. Oh, we got a new one in. She joined the Barons of the North, which is great. Now it's the Last of Us 2 and you'll have my hand, brother. Very based, very based. The council hall immediately filled with the raised voices as the nobles argue with each other and demand your favor. Oh, James has entered the chat. He's looking for a chance to kill me. I love it. You have joined Knockpod there, is Mr. James, as the Chiefs of the North. You sigh and sit back. Is this what the council is like? No wonder your father told you to avoid the throne at all costs. Those are some stellar cheekbones, though. Alright, so we're going to my coronation here. Your Majesty, I've scheduled your coronation to take place in a couple weeks' time. Shouldn't I be giving the orders? He says, of course, Your Majesty, but delay any longer would make the nobles restless. And when the nobles get restless, they take their daggers and look for the nearest back. They wouldn't dare. I'm going to be a man of the people. I'm going to be loved by the people. You should pay more attention to the history books, Your Majesty. The nobles are always plotting something. You dirty nobles. You politician pieces of crap. As in tradition, the council will decide what happens at your coronation. I was like, all right, well, let's get this over with then. So we call the nobles in. So this will be your first vote. This will be the attempt here of how you guys vote. So I could choose. I have little things here that I could help influence what you guys are doing. But as you see on the side, this is all your stats and stuff. And this is the authority is up here for me. Stability is up here for me. So in order to overthrow me, Your country's defiance has to be higher than my authority and stability combined. And obviously, a stronger military is going to help your overthrow abilities. So I'm going to start the vote here. You guys get to vote. I am going to make my selected choice. I'm going to vote to veto the party because I don't want to spend $1,000. No. Actually, I'm gonna stop the commoners from swearing a blood oath because I want to. I'm going for the man of the people option. So here we go. I'm going to start the vote. Now, you guys, what you do is you type in exclamation point, vote, and then A, B, or C. A, B, C, or D once it starts. So here we go. Be gone, politicians. You make your vote here. And this is the treasury here. I have 3,000. You guys all have 1,000 each, but that comes later. You have to do exclamation vote and then the letter you're going for. I mean, I'm down with a party for some wine here. Lavish parade with jugglers and wine. Get our drank on. Throw the king in the river. Fantastic. Love. Good start. Okay. All right, and I'll give it a couple extra seconds every time because I don't want to cut you guys off because I know streamers sometimes you're watching it on your side screen. Some people cut it off as soon as the time's up, but I'm not gonna be like that. All right, so we have a tie. Voting's tied at 2. I get to break the tie. Apparently, did not know that. So I will pick the host a lavish parade with jugglers and fountains of wine. Yeah, you only get one vote per voting round. Okay. The coronation is a great success. Jugglers, wine, fireworks, and feasts. It has an impact on your treasury, of course, but what doesn't? Can I vote for my dead aunt? Okay. Okay, Biden. All right. And that's the end of the first season. All right, now what you guys are going to do is you're going to pick your schemes and how you guys win. So, the Barons. This is the red team. This is for Kelsey and Zek Undead. Rami of the Zek Undead bloodline, notorious marcher elder, stands before a blazing hearth, roaring with arms outstretched. When have the Barons of the March backed down from a fight? Never. I know you'll do whatever it takes to put me, your rightful monarch, on the throne. Alright, so this is for the Barons only. This is only for the red. What scheme should the Barons pursue to overthrow the new king and place their preferred claimant, Rami, on the throne? So this is how you guys win. You guys have to have the set goal here. So you can use propaganda, modernization, and sorcery. So modernization, you want to take out other people's military. Propaganda, you want to take out other people's stability. You want to take down my stability. Or sorcery is you want to raise my authority, which is interesting. So you guys have to vote. There's 2 of you. I'll give you a second. All right. I don't know what happens in a tie between you guys. Let's find out. Oh, well, I guess because he voted first. All right, so you're going to do some sorcery shit. Interesting. The Barons plan to make a bargain with a wizard. These immortal spellcasters seldom get involved in political squabbles, but perhaps if the king was considered a threat to their autonomy. Get your wizard on. To advance their scheme, the Barons must raise authority to 5 or more in 2 seasons. See, that's a problem because I'm already at authority of 5. So you other guys might want to lower that. You're old wizard, Harry. You other guys might want to lower the authority. Okay, so Jorah of the It's Jam clan, notorious northern orator, stands precariously on a longhouse crossbeam, droning as if in a trance. Chiefs of the North, we all know that I should be on the throne, not this imposter king Soundwave Spectre. How do we make that happen? It's a trap. He also wants to raise authority. Yes. So that's what the problem with the schemes is. Sometimes they do help me. All right. So now for the blue team, this is Knockpot and James. It's Jam. You guys have to vote on how you guys want to take it out. How to take me down. Uprising. Raise treasury. Interesting. Interesting. It's jam. It's jelly. Oh, going for the heretical route. Okay. Interesting. Interesting. Okay. Going the opposite of the Game of Thrones. Gonna blow up the... what was the building? Game of Thrones. It's been a while. Alright, the Chiefs plan to dig up Old Hell's legendary horn and use it to take over the kingdom. Look at that northern unity. You'll never break our... Love it. First, they must win the favor of the gods by diminishing the kingdom's belief in the ninth. That's the current god, if I remember from the other game I played. To advance their scheme, the Chiefs must lower the combined total of all regions' faith to 12 or less in 4 seasons. Okay. So you got it already, pretty much. Oh, nope. You're 13. You're close. You're close. Okay, the scheme, the grandees of the South. Sabino. There we go. What a name. What a name. Now, you are flying solo in the South there, Mr. Nairo, right now. So Sabino of the Nairo 23 lineage, legendary southern prodigy, stands bathed in the sunshine, droning on as in a daze. A false, because we're thinking he's South. A false pretender, I can't even do a southern accent right now on the fly. A false pretender occupies the throne while my claim is ignored. Grandees of the South, this is a stain on our honor. We must not allow it to go unanswered. Kind of like a molasses just falling out of the mouth. All right, so this one's for Nairo. What are you doing? You could go doppelganger. Ooh, I've never seen it. Actually, the only one I've seen from playing as a viewer was subterfuge. But I haven't seen any of the ones. Oh, okay. We're going doppelganger. All right. So it's important, you guys, to watch what the other people are doing, too. Because it's important to screw them over as well. Okay. The doppelganger here. The grandees plan to swap the real king for a perfect doppelganger. First, they must gain the trust of the spy masters. So you guys are going for the Manchurian candidate route. That's interesting. To advance their scheme, the grandees must keep defiance at 4 or less in 4 seasons. So that is your defiances down here. All right, now this is just leaving up for a second, just so you guys all remember. This is the current state of affairs here. The red team, the barons, have to raise the kingdom's authority to at least 5 in 2 seasons, which they already have. The blue team has to lower the region's faith, the total faith, to 12 or less, which they're close to. And then the grandees have to lower their own defiance to 4 or less, which they already have. So you guys are starting off all pretty strong right now. Now I get to choose one thing here. I don't know. Ooh, anonymous voting. I don't know why anonymous voting would be good, except I guess it could stop you guys from seeing where you vote. The monarch can mark their preferred voting option. If chosen, I gain 1 authority. Or +1 stability if more than 50% of nobles vote for any one option. Ooh, that sounds pretty good. I'm gonna go for the unity route. Let's try that. Ending the season. All right, so now let's start. I think this is the first official round. Nope, maybe not. All right, so now we have 2 red faction events and 1 just generic one. Now, just because it's a red faction event doesn't mean it just affects the red faction. So it can also hit you guys as well. So the honor guard. One evening, you're sitting up in bed reading some paperwork when obviously reading some kind of manga, you know, just big old anime titty manga, when a filth-encrusted peasant wanders into your bedchambers as bold as brass. Hello, your Madge. Glad I found you. This bloody place is a maze. Mind if I take a seat? I say, well, sure. Come on in. Who are you? Oh, me. The name's Quacking Tony. I didn't expect Tony with the cocky one. It's cockney voice. Your Madge. Pleased to meet you. Listen, I got a bloody great idea for you. What if we tied a bunch of birds to a knot? I reckon you could field some aerial troops and totally dominate the battlefield. This man's a genius. Before Quacking Tommy can explain further, I was reading the narrator as that. Before Quacking Tony can explain further, your marshal bursts into the bedchamber, sword drawn. Your Majesty, I'm sorry I didn't come sooner. I have no idea. Love the accent, thank you. I love the. I have no idea where the palace watch are. Do you want me to kill the intruder? No, I want to hold a vote on his proposal. This man is a genius, by God. By the 9. She goes up and gathers up your council who trickle in their hall in their pajamas. Is that how you spell pajamas? I don't know if I've ever seen. I thought it was PJ. Hence PJs. Okay, whatever. Maybe that's an English thing. Rubbing sleep from their eyes, they don't look particularly pleased to be woken up. Okay, so I'm going to obviously vote for the pilot pro. Oh, where are we going to put the pilot program to start? I am going to put it in the red team. I think they will. They seem pretty good here. This is not incredibly stupid. Oh, hold on. No. Actually, I don't care. I'm gonna veto that it's incredibly stupid. We need to have my aerial knights here. Okay, guys. So now you go vote. It's really, this is voting for who gets the program, I guess. The pilot chiefs. So yep, you have to hit exclamation point join, and then he or she lore of master to get in here. I'll give you time to join in. Let's see who it might put you on. Oh, so you're out in the grandees. So yes, and the pilot program will begin in the north or the march. No, not going to the south though. All right. So I'm going to break the tie here. I am going to give it to. Well, technically, the Chiefs are farther away from their goal, but I'm going to give it to the March because hopefully I could raise their. You know, I could treat them right, do well by them. Oh, you need it in the south. You got lucky grandees. Under Quacking Tony's close supervision, a flock of ravens are tied to a marcher knight. Instead of flying, the knight is lost in a flurry of mad pecking and pooping. Oh, that hurt their military and raised their defiance. Interesting. Quacking Tony insists you merely use the wrong type of bird. I use an African. What kind of type of swallow is it? Is it African or European? Further experiments are conducted with owls, eagles, geese, woodpeckers, ostriches, and little grebes before hundreds of marcher troops quit in disgust. Needless to say, the whole thing is embarrassing failure. Alright, so my authority went down. Your Majesty, if that peasant had been a maniac with a crossbow, I dread to think what could have happened. If one thing's clear from this mess, it's that you need an honor guard who can actually keep you safe, not this pathetic watch. Uses the ostriches for maximal aerial efficiency. Think carefully, Your Majesty. These guard loyalties can be divided between you and their region. Of course, you could just hire foreign mercenaries, but they'll be loyal to coin above all. You know what? I kind of like the idea of the battle nuns. So I'm going to go with this. Tell me about the southern battle nuns. Oh, they look dope. Terrifying warriors. They've sworn a vow of silence, so I don't have to hear any bullshit. I like that idea. Winning on the yellow team, for sure. So at least they won't spill state secrets. Oh, that's actually a good idea. But their faith and loyalty is to the church above all, even your own safety. And that's tough because the chiefs are trying to lower my faith. The faith of my kingdom. Interesting. Alright, let's see about those northern warriors here. Bearded oafs with axes and no manners. They'll get drunk and cause trouble in the palace. That sounds like a great time. No discipline at all, and I can't guarantee they won't run off on a random quest, but they're honorable and in a fight unbeatable. Okay, that's interesting. Tell me about the veterans of the march. These soldiers have fought more battles than they've had hot dinners. They'll be unclouthed, no doubt, and won't adapt well to the people with the battle lads. I'm going with the battle lads, I think. But they're loyal and as tough as nails. Unless you guys can swing me otherwise, I'm voting for the battle lads. I don't know if there's a council vote though. a band of fearsome fighters from the Tatherlands called the Battle-Bitten Brethren. They specialize in bodyguard work, but they're costly, and hiring foreigners will betray a lack of confidence in our kingdom's fighters. Nah, I think it would look bad if I outsourced my most trusted defenders. We're going to go with the Southern Nuns. Battle Nuns, baby. Let's go. It would be cool if the king could choose kingdom vote for certain things. I think it comes up to something like that. The North will not forget this transgression. Okay, I will make the arrangements at once. Yes, go, be gone, be gone. The battle nuns arrive in the palace a few weeks later. They nod to you silently, their solemn steel mask betraying nothing, before filing into formation behind your throne. Yes, don't have to hear any bickering from them. All right, so we got a need for horses. This is in the Baron Kingdom. Baroness Kelsey Chemistry. Your Highness, I've been thinking. Marcher's soldiers are without peer, but our armies could always be stronger. Based? What we really need are better horses, but the best don't come cheap. The Ashmedians have a surplus of destroyers at the moment, horses bred for war. Perhaps the crown could go halves with the barons and to acquire some, for the good of the kingdom, of course. Okay. I will see here. Let's encourage the barons. I'm going to vote to encourage the barons to breed their own war horses. So, I think this is a vote for everyone here. For the entire kingdom. The Nun is a horror movie. Imagine if you didn't have them on your side. You recommended Hassies. The king allowing voting is not very authoritarian. I'm a man of the people. I'm a man of the people. It's kind of weird that I could do an ability that does not let me see your voting up here, but I can just look at the chat and see. Like, we could just see each other voting. All right, so we're discouraging the barons' reliance on war horses, it seems. Okay, should the crown purchase them? No. The people have voted. No destroyers. What are we going to do? Ride coursers? Bah! Like you people know nothing about horses or chivalry. Alright, so Kelsey's mad. What else is new? Alright, let's go down to a theft. Now, their defiance is getting high, so it's at 4. If it reaches, for example, 11, then they could rebel. Facts. Stop meddling in our affairs with the king. Okay. Here we go. Your Highness, this is an outrage. I demand justice. Oh, Zek Undead coming angry. Last week, Grandy Laurel Master shook my hand as a supposed show of reconciliation and stole my family's lucky ring in the process. Oh, what a holy man. Egad. Nonsense. Rummage through your drawers, and I'm sure you'll find the thing. Over his head. Your Majesty, a feud has stood between our families for centuries. Laurel Master's ancestor called inquisitors on my ancestor for being a demon worshiper. Well, that would do it. That's because his ancestor was growing horns from his forehead. Enough. I know Laurel Master stole my priceless ring. It brings the march great luck and bounty, and my dear nephew is to wear it when he marries. No idea what you're talking about. Your ring just slipped off. I'm going to set... I don't have anything else I could do here, so I'm just going to hit that. This is for you guys to decide. I don't have anything on it. Oh, report for misinformation. This is on you guys. I have no control over this one. Though, I will say, you guys can die, and what happens when you guys die is it just... You become like, if Zek Undead dies, he becomes Zek Undead the second. Oh no! Everyone's arresting him. Nairo, that was your ally, your kinsman. You're setting him to... You're going to arrest your kinsman. Oh, he's arresting himself. He's going of his own accord. Okay, everybody, unanimous voting here. Fantastic. 6 nobles voted for arrest Grandy Laurel Master immediately. Kingdom is now steady, but you're grumbling, defiant. No, I'm innocent, I tell you. Come on, out you go. All right, so he's been imprisoned. Now, Laurel Master II has joined the council. You look just like your father. As the watch drags him out, the council hall falls into stunned silence, but the barons share satisfied glances. All right, that lowered their defiance, so good job, guys. My authority is now credible. So let me see. The red team has to raise the authority to 5, so that kind of hurt them. Raising the authority back up, that's going to get the red team's scheme done now for the first one. All right, so that's the first season here. Oh, here are the Median empires that they were talking about. I think they're kind of like the wildlings, as far as I know, but just to the south. All right, so this is now okay. So this is the auction. So I'll read it for you. Nobles use your personal wealth to bid on buildings, and only the 2 highest funded things will be built. So you use the command !fund and then the name of the building. So like monument, observatory, fortress, stadium, grand bazaar, or library. Then you have put the amount you want to spend. Right now, you all have $1,000. So keep in mind, like this lowers the faith for the entire kingdom. This raises the authority for the entire kingdom. Raises the military for I think this affects the entire kingdom, to my understanding. Actually, that could be wrong. Hold on. Does it say? I think actually no. I'm sorry. It affects your country's thing. So now, because it affects, if you want to get to Lore Master 3, so yes, because it affects other people's kingdom, you can vote for other people's kingdoms. So like, the blue, the chiefs want to lower faith, so they can vote on this and try and lower the faith of the barons, for example. Okay, I'm not playing for you, just letting you guys know, full disclosure. Okay, this is also my first time. So here we go. I'm going to start the auction now. Again, you guys have as much money you want to put. $1. Smart. Somebody used $1. I haven't seen that. Most people, like when they do this, they go, oh yeah, just like that. They do $1,000. Vote B for $1,000. Okay, we got observatory. We're going for $1,000 here. $1,000 for the observatory. $1 for the monument here. $1 for the monument. 1,000 for the observatory. That is it. Going once, going twice. It looks like that it wasn't even going to try. Oh, it's 2,000 for the observatory. Got 2,000 for the observatory. It doesn't even look like it's possible to go anywhere else but the whoops. I'm regarded. Wrong command. What did you try to do? I like that you said I'm regarded. It kind of solidifies the sentiment of what you're trying to say. Oh, vote, not fun. Yeah, that came out of your own personal dollar. The Chiefs are now officially bankrupt. They have $0 to their name. But faith has been lowered, and we will be looking at the sky. And the authority has been raised. Okay, so that's good though. Authority doesn't. Well, it helps everybody, I guess. All right, so looks like the barons and the grandees. Oh, all 3 of you guys actually all completed because you guys lowered the faith there. You did actually complete your goal as well. Nice job, Chiefs. Okay, so now we got 2 more events. We got Word from the March and Bronze Giants. But finding a spouse, obviously that's more important to me than all your petty problems. So I'm gonna find myself a biddy. In the twisty passages of your castle, you can avoid your advisors, the nobles, and even the spy master. But there's one person you can't avoid. Your mother. Gross. Why haven't you found a spouse yet? It's been almost a year. But mother, I don't want to get married. Nonsense. A king cannot rule. Don't worry. I'll take the liberty of finding eligible candidates. What's on your preference? Men, women, or do you not mind? I want some ladies, please. I need an heir. That's how it's biology, homie. Excellent. I'll send out messengers to the most influential nobles, families in the kingdom. Let's see what they have to offer. Yes. Bring me thine wenches. All right. We'll go Word from the March. Baron Zekunded. Your Majesty, I have something a bit embarrassing to report. You can tell the old lady to scram. It didn't even fund yours? Oh, yes. Zekunded. It only funds the ones that are the top. The top 2. Your Majesty, I have something a bit embarrassing to report. Send Ogre. Remember when I accused Grandee, Laurel Master's second father, of stealing my family's lucky ring and he was arrested? Funny thing, my nephew was the culprit. I needed a ring to propose to my dear Thiago of Laurel Master's family. I knew our families would never allow such a match, so it had to be secret. And I knew the magic ring would bring good fortune to our union. It was the perfect gift. What? By the 9th, my father rotted away in prison because of this travesty. Your family are honorless knaves. Thiago's our next dog's name. I like the name Thiago. Don't think I'm letting Thiago get anywhere near that nephew of yours. For once we agree, Grandee. Please, Council, Your Majesty, step in and end this ridiculous romance. Okay. I'm gonna leave this one up to you guys. Actually, let's see. We need to lower defiance on the barons, and I need to raise faith. Nothing I can do against that. Though honestly, raising defiance might mess with the grandees. I'm gonna leave it to you guys. This is for matters of the council. I can't be bothered. Yeah, I think the top two get funded, but only... Don't forget to do exclamation point vote A. I think you still lose the money if you fund it. I don't know where that money goes. Okay, here we go. The council shouldn't interfere with affairs of the heart. Voting has closed. All right, their defiance went up, but it still is 4. So you guys didn't break them. Laurel Master and Zekanded glare at each other as the council moves on. You can only hope that their feud resolves itself before it erupts further. Oh, Chad about to throw down. All right, we got bronze giants here. Your Majesty, you have to stop these barons. They're hiring giants from Aatesh. As you enter the council hall, you find a towering scaled giant gleaming in the candlelight, hunched over slightly to avoid hitting the chandelier with his head. The nobles cower in fear. Ooh, your military went up from that. Interesting. But your wealth went down a lot somehow. We couldn't have any horses, so we decided to go in another direction. Bronze giants, 12 feet tall, strong as 10 soldiers. They'll be especially excellent for knocking down enemy walls. Wow. I feel like you would do that, Kelsey. About to be a double murder. Council, I must protest this. These monsters are the spawn of the 8th god, twisted in unholy creatures that no mortal should trifle with. Oh. Okay, so... we could try and get our faith back up and fuck over the chiefs. I'm going to put that as my vote. The barons keep their giants, lower faith, and messes with defiance. We don't know how it messes with the defiance yet. Mandate that the giants be used only for peaceful purposes. Oh, wait, is that farming? Ooh, I'm supposed to keep farming going. I will actually change my vote to that. All right, or test these giants' capabilities by invading the Ashmedian Empire. All right, we'll just see how it goes and just throw it out there. Okay, that's going up to you guys. Gonna give you some time on this one. This one takes some decision making here. All right, looks like we got. Let's see. Don't be afraid to you can't change your vote once it's in, but don't be afraid to lobby for your position in the chat, folks. All right, send the giants back to Aatesh. The voting has closed. All right, so that should mess with the chiefs. But I paid good money for those things. What business is it of yours anyway? All right, so now Baroness Kelsey Chemistry is very upset. The barons are very defiant. Against the Baron's will, the giants are shipped promptly back to Aatesh to do whatever they want over there. Dang, Napa, that was your chance. At the same time, rumors spread among the Marcher commoners about the influence of the church over both the king and the barons. See, people, I'm building a nice, faithful-based kingdom here. +3 defiance was pretty brutal, yeah. We're gonna have a based king. Whoa. In the march, Baroness Kelsey Chemistry stands atop a border, flanked by soldiers, glaring out over the Ashmedian territory with a scowl. Below, a portcullis rattles open. A twisted stone figure is carried into the fortress, borne on a palanquin carried by hollowed-eyed apprentices. The Baroness goes down to meet him. Whoa, what the hell is this thing? Well, I have taken time out of my very busy schedule to come and meet you in this pimple of a fort on the backside of nowhere. Wow, what an entrance. I thought we might have a common goal, Kelsey. Kelsey is really working the gardens of betrayal over here. Save your breath. I already know what you want from me. Assistance in overthrowing the current king, am I right? Well, was it that obvious? I was born a long time before yesterday, my good Baroness, and unlike some of my more isolated colleagues, I'm no stranger to political machinations. On this occasion, our goals happen to align, but I cannot act on your behalf, not until the bees are taken care of. What even is this thing? Something about a golem? I don't even know. Oh, this is the wizard. You're right. It's definitely the wizard. He's like a lava wizard. Good call, Lord Master. Did you say bees? Yes, on this plane they're simple insects, but in the apiary, the world of dreams and magic, they're powerful and intelligent. They call themselves the dreams of being. They have an innate fondness for royalty and sometimes protect monarchs from magical interference, but they won't harm non-magical folk beyond the occasional sting, so you can deal with them. For the next stage of the scheme, the barons must lower all regions combined farming to 14 or less in 4 seasons. Ooh. The bees. They also call the wasps the assholes of stinging. Okay. So now I get to do my little bit of politicianing here. I'm going to bribe the barons so that they lower their defiance a little bit. I'm going to bribe the grandees. And I'm going to tax the shit out of the chiefs. Because you are faithless bastards. What made what change? What do you mean? It made you... What do you mean it made you change? Oh, no, that's because you completed your goal, Zekadad. You're on the next stage. You won. yes, you completed your goal, so that was good. That was a good thing for you. So we're going after the Chiefs here. Of course, we lost money from that deal, so I might have to, even it out next time. So the defiance of the North went up, the defiance of the South, and the march went down. I gotta keep my battle nuns happy, okay? Okay, a matter of faith. Oh, Chief, it's Gem. Oh, I like your design there, James. Oh, crap, didn't know you got a bit of gold. Yes, you all have your own gold here. You could check on the extension in the top left. You all have your own, except for the Chiefs. I kept them at 0 because they blew all their gold last round. So the cruel tax cut them down even further. Your Majesty, there are northern citizens scattered throughout the kingdom with nowhere to pay homage to their gods. Would it kill you to build a few temples to the old gods outside the north? They don't have to be big temples. Good point. Your people need time somewhere to pray. No. We don't. No. We are of the ninth. And risk the ninth's wrath? Are you mad? Be gone, man. I think the ninth god is big enough and old enough to treat this with maturity. That is not based. This smells like heresy. I will call a veto. We are not letting... I'm going to keep my faith high because what a big... because I have to keep my people happy. My faith, my battle nuns. You could open one temple or heresy. Of course, the blues. Letting everyone else get a vote in there. Oh, hey, Nanny. All right. Yes, it smells like... Oh, what's going on here? That's interesting. Voting tied. Good. I'm going to say this smells like heresy. Get out of here, you heretical... Whatever you are. You heathens. By Morgana's cauldron. All we want is a place to pray. Maybe the North is better off on its own. I am the king. Eligible options. Oh, let's see the ladies here. What do you got? All right. I have found 3 potential matches for you. 1 eligible young woman from each of the kingdom's 3 regions. Choose wisely. You'll be securing a powerful alliance. Yes, I know. Oh, and a partner to love and to have and to hold. Don't forget, mother. I suppose so, but the alliance comes first. Business first. All right, let's see these eligible bachelorettes. She whisked away from cloth the first portrait. This is Ursa, firstborn daughter of the Northern Knockpot clan. She is your typical Northern lass, big, broady, and honest. In the same way an X to the face is honest. Southern Bells, bro. Bachelor life. All right. Knockpot. All right. I'm going to say not interested. Next. This reminds me of Emperor's New Groove when they're like, yikes. And let me guess, you have a charming personality. From the south, Castilda, the eldest daughter of Laura O'Master's lineage. She's reputed to have an ego the size of the sun. But there's nothing wrong with confidence, right? She's got in trouble with the Inquisition for her interest in potion brewing and the occult, but shows no sign of quitting. Unfortunately, she lacks the common touch. The peasants have terrible nicknames for her. Don't like the look of that one for sure. You guys are supposed to be my based bros down there, my crusaders. And finally, we have the Marches offering. Evme, scion of the prestigious Zek Undead Bloodline. The Barons all seem a little scared of her, though. Can't work out why. These are all hideous, too. Like most of the Barons, her great passion is hunting. No beast is safe from her crossbow. She was high up in the army, training the troops, but was dishonorably discharged for some reason. Sounds like a laugh. What do you think? By picking a candidate, you'll anger the other regions, but you'll gain a lifelong alliance. Ho. Let's see. I'm thinking I'm gonna, even though the southern candidate looks like a little bit like a dude, we'll patch her up a little bit. From the south, Castilla is the eldest daughter of Laura O'Master's lineage. She's reputed to have an ego the size of the sun. Yeah, let's get her. We'll fix her, guys. We fixed Shadowheart in Baldur's Gate. She was a cultist too. I could fix her. Okay? You could fix her. I have made my decision. I am going to go with Casilda of the South. Excellent, I will make arrangements. Oh, that pissed everybody off but the South. Long live the bitches. Ego the size of the sun. Huh? Sounds like someone I know. Oh. Life imitates art, right? Right, James? Okay, the Crystal Pox. Oh, your greatness. I bring ill winds. An outbreak of crystal pox is ravaging the north. Crystal pox? What is that? A most terrible disease, your highness. It begins with a rash of boils which slowly and painfully crystallize until the poor victim is sparkling like a diamond. Shine bright like a diamond. Eventually, the sufferer becomes a crystalline statue, a painful but admittedly glamorous way to go. How many are dead? Whole villages have succumbed. The disease is terribly virulent. Oh my goodness, I can read. Your Majesty, if I may make a suggestion. Victims of crystal pox are only infectious at the boil stage. Once they are fully covered in crystals, they no longer spread the disease. As that's saying that you could harvest them as jewelry. If we allowed the pox to spread, we can make money in the north. Oh my goodness, that's dark. Buy Morgana's cauldron. James, if I don't hear you say, buy Morgana's cauldron next time I talk to you, I'll be very disappointed. Buy Morgana's cauldron, woman. That is heartless, even for you. The only way to fight the pox is to close the roads and shut down all trade until the wave subsides. Is that what you want? The north to lose money? Okay. I don't have a vote really here. I will say... I'm gonna actually give it to you guys. I'm gonna do a call for unity. Everybody but the North probably cares about the North. Diamonds are a girl's best friend. While this voting goes on, I have to get my dog out from under my desk. Hold on. Nana, you want to be my trusted advisor? Come on, baby. Come on, baby. How do you go? She's the trusted advisor. Okay, baby. Okay, don't do anything one way or another. That's probably the worst way to do it. Cutest tripod on earth she is. The council dithers and... Hold on, let me get out of here. Okay. Thank you, guys. Okay, the council dithers and delays and does nothing, and the crystal spreads like wildfire across the north. That sounds like a northerner problem. Farms lie fallow. No! I need the farms. Soldiers die in droves. Peasants turn away from a god that has abandoned them. Oh. Tripod, no, she's a tripod. She only has 3 legs. Voting A is evil, voting C was a CCP's COVID strategy, so B seemed like the best choice. Yeah. Okay, however, it's not all bad news. Making the best of bad situation, the chiefs harvest gemstones from the pox-stricken peasants and sell them at a tidy profit. Okay, so you guys got some money out of that. You guys got $300 now. And your trade went up. There you go. Okay. Tripod more like... Oh, no, not the piece. Okay, so let's see what we got here. Looks like that's it. Okay, plus 600 treasury if... Why is she keep hiding under here? Plus 600 to the treasury if nobles vote for the selected option. If nobles vote otherwise, minus 200 treasury. Nobles vote for their least favorite option, and the option with the least vote will pass. Interesting. I'm not gonna... Ooh. This could be... I'm gonna take this one instead, actually. Get rid of the Unity one. I haven't seen that much yet. No, yes. Okay. Alright, so this is the end of the year. A new baby. Oh, a royal wedding. We got a new baby here. Grandy Lore O'Masters II. Greetings, Your Highness. Some fine news from my peasants in the south. A baby has born on your birthday bearing a birthmark in the shape of the number 9. A fantastic omen. Perhaps we should mark the occasion. So, okay. I'm going to vote. I'm going to veto the... Send the Inquisition to the baby. You guys get the choice here. Go see about that Harry Potter kid. All right, looks like the king has no time for peasant brats is going to be... You assholes. Why does the council decide that for me? Anyway, what power do I have as a king? I'm a terrible king. The king has no time for peasant brats. Ah, well, it's only the peasants. They'll survive. But rumors of your coldness circulate among the common folk. I did not. That's gonna hurt my becoming a man of the people plan for sure. Pox in the capital. Don't lick my toes, Nanny. Very weird. Okay, Your Majesty, the crystal pox has spread from the north to the capital itself. Hundreds of our citizens have succumbed. Our streets are covered in the glittering statues of the afflicted. Our stability's going down here. Oh no. Indeed, Your Majesty, if only we could have prevented it. The king is so inconsiderate. What exactly... in any case, a rumor has spread among the peasants. They believe the only cure for the crystal pox is the king's touch. What exactly do they mean by that? Exactly what it sounds like. You laying your hands upon the infected and, I don't know, blasting them with your royal healing powers. I was like, but I don't have royal healing powers. We both know that, but the common folk have always been superstitious about the hidden magics of the king. If you don't heal a few of them, they may storm the palace just to get their hands on you, rather your hands on them. Maybe they're right. What if I can actually help? The crystal pox has no cure, Your Majesty. Only the ninth god can help them now. I suggest we look to the council for guidance. Oh no. I can't triple the security. King should lay on hands upon a token few of the infected. The king don't touch my kids, bro. I'm gonna come sniff some kids. I'll do the bind route. The king should lay hands upon as many infected people as possible, or we should just let the pox run its course. You know what? I think. Let's see. I think the people are going to pick this one. I think you assholes are going to try and screw me like this. So I am going to get money out of you. I can't triple the security around the palace until it's all over. That would have been my first choice, probably. Alright, this is up to you guys. Vote B. You guys are gonna get me touch all the infected people. Okay. Alright, so I'm gonna touch a bunch of infected people. Watch, guys. I'm going to heal everyone. The next day, you ride out to the capital center square and find a swarming mass of peasants waiting. They're a wretched sight, encrusted with oozing boils and crystalline growths, climbing over each other in their eagerness to reach you. Touch them all, infect the king. You guys are really trying to kill me quick. Touch me, Your Majesty. Cure us, save us. You walk out amongst them and lay your hands upon as many as you can. They bow and scrape and thank you for your kindness, but there are thousands of them, and while they may be polite, their sheer numbers are terrifying. Still, I'm worried I'm become a super spreader touching all these people. Bro, this is the guy who had the bird idea. It was. Still, somehow, the city watch keeps order. At the end of the day, you head back to the palace, exhausted to your very bones from just like, like jet-leeing them. Turns out you can't really cure it. The crystal pox continues to ravage the capital, but the legend of your personal intervention spreads far and wide. Soon, half the kingdom believes in your healing touch. There we go, baby. There we go. When the pox finally passes, gemstones litter the streets, but the people are too busy mourning to pick them up. The treasurer has her servants collect them under the cover of night. Looks like E Honda out there, exactly. All right, let's go to my wedding now. Now that I'm glad that the plague is over, so I can have my wedding with this fine young man. I mean, woman. Your wedding to Casilda is naturally. Confidence, and the name is Casilda. Kelsey's pretty confident. There's a pretty similar sounding name there. Naturally, the talk of the kingdom. Nobles and peasants alike travel from across the realm to attend. For a week and a day, the capital is one giant party. Well, there's glitter stones everywhere. It feels like you're the only one not taking part. Instead, you're getting ready for the ceremony. Soon enough, you're standing in St. Bertrand's Cathedral with Casilda at your side. Do you take this woman as your lawfully wedded wife? Oh, I do. Then I pronounce you king and wife. After the wedding, of course, there's a feast, and after the feast, a dance, and at the the feast, your new wife, Casilda, delivers a long and rambling speech that puts everyone to sleep. Interesting. All right, so we got Loyal the South. The North actually went down a little bit. Everybody went down. Okay, well, this is all good for me. That was a good wedding. Good party. By the time you find yourself alone with Casilda, it's past midnight and you've never felt more tired. What a wonderful occasion this is. A shame that tradition demand we marry in St. Bernard's Bertrand's Castle. I can assure you the temples down south are much grander. I'll say you're not feeling homesick already. Of course not. I never get homesick. Actually, I can't abide people who waste time dwelling on the past. This is my wife so far. Okay, so let's see. What are your thoughts on the state of the kingdom? Well, the kingdom looked after itself. Casilda immediately changed the topic to talk about something she's more interested in. In my spare time, I tinker with some very complicated science stuff. I won't get into it, though. You wouldn't understand half of it. Ooh, that's so interesting. It is, isn't it? Anyway, to continue on the subject, you gently fall asleep to the sound of Casilda droning on about herself. Okay. That's that end of this season here. The legend Odeheld's Horn. Oh, because they finished their goal, I think. An ancient legend is resurfacing in the north, yet the chiefs can't agree on where. That's right, you wouldn't understand. I'm telling you, my aunt's second cousin dug up a horn not long ago that looks just like the carvings. Chief Knockpod, source, trust me, bro, I'd believe him. Your aunt's always thinking things up. I have it on good authority that the horn is somewhere in my lands. The sagas can confirm it. I think James might be right here. Chief Knockpod, I've told you 1,000 times it's jam doesn't mean hornblower in the old tongue. It means blower of enough. If we're to recover the horn, we must earn the gods' favor. And while you two bicker, our enemies in the Ninth Church grow stronger. The chiefs aim to lower all regions' combined faith to 12 or less. That's right, they're not there yet, boys. Bro, Knockpod looks like your wife? Well, Knockpod is a gorgeous man. I don't know what to tell you. In the south, beneath a scorching sun, Grandy Nairo, 23, is strolling through his vineyard in the company of a few close friends. You said you had a surprise for me. Sabino. Praise the ninth base. Indeed, and here it is, behold. Your Majesty, what are you doing here at such an hour? I'm sorry, I hope you didn't hear any... Aha, quit babbling, you blowhard. This isn't the king, it's a peasant who is the king's spitting image. God above! And just in time, the spy master trusts us so much that she's not noticed we're fortifying the border. Your military went up there. That means we can move on to the next phase, kidnapping the king and putting this fool in his place. Oh no. How do we manage that? We need the kingdom in utter chaos, bad enough that the king's abduction can slip unnoticed. For the next stage, their scheme, the Grandies must lower stability to 4 or less in 2 seasons. Okay. New goals here, new goals. Okay, so the red team has to lower total farming to 14 or less, which they're already at. The Chiefs have to lower all regions' total faith to 12 or less, which is they're at 14 right now. And the Grandies have to lower the kingdom's stability to 4 or less in 2 seasons. All right, so they're getting a little close. We got to watch out for those yellow people. That sounded really racist. We got to watch out for the Grandies of the South. Okay. Let's somebody's gonna clip that and I'll be in trouble later. Okay, requisitioning rare regions. Requisitioning rare regions. Casilda, Sound Inspector. I've come to ask you a favor. I've recently purchased a very rare region for one of my alchemical studies. The pickled finger of an ice giant. Alas, it's been delayed. I was buying it from Chief Knockpod. Speak to him about it for me. I will look into it, my dear. Wonderful. Let me know how you fare. What do you mean, you people? You summoned Chief Knockpod to the council chambers the next day to talk in private. Gods greet you, your greatness. What can I do for you? Knockpod, next time I talk to you, I better hear that. That's how you address me from now on, brother. I hear you have something for my wife. Unfortunately, I can't give you the giant's finger just yet. This is all, that's what she said. That's wild. Okay. Giant's remains are scattered in the north. I had to take this one's finger in secrecy. Your wife paid quite a lot for the privilege. The problem is, some of the other chiefs have suspicions about what I did. They threatened to have me punished. If you still want this accursed finger, you have to promise to keep me safe. I saw the title when I'm here. Well, welcome, welcome. Come on in, Cernby. Welcome, you are on the chiefs. Oh, and we got some more. We got some for the barons. Welcome, welcome, folks. So, let's see. What kind of punishment will you get for giving my wife the finger? I can't give you a fingering just yet. Oh, man. It's hard to say, your greatness. In the north, retribution for crimes such as these can be harsh. It could be anything from an ice bath to a beheading. Oh, I get to decide. I will, let's see. Just give me the finger or you'll know the punishment. I'm not going to give him any leg over me. Fine. Better for me just to deny any involvement at this point. Yes, because I have a lot of authority. I have 8 authority. 10 is the max of any stat, by the way, guys. If you haven't played this before. Casilda receives a giant's finger before week's end. She is most pleased with it. I'm sure she's very pleased. You don't hear anything from Chief Knockbot after your meeting, but you're certain nothing good has happened to him. Oh, you lost your $300. You lost your gas money. Oh, he's dead. Get wrecked. Whatever. That's acceptable losses. Made my wife happy. Knockbot 2 has joined the council though. Oh, but we have famine. That sounds like a chief problem. That's not my problem. Okay. Hello, Your Majesty. I've traveled all the way from the north to beg you to do something about the price of grain. Whoa. Oh, get wrecked. I can't afford to feed my family. A day of backbreaking work isn't enough to buy a day's work worth of bread. Stability is now teetering. Yikes. Oh, that's what they need. Chief Cernby, she's right. The grain price in the north is beyond all control. Greedy merchants rake in profit while the common folk starve. Okay. This is gonna be. I'm going to. Let's see. I am going to. Let's see. This looks like the one that you guys would hate the most. I need farming to go up. That's my goal. My personal goal is to get farm up. So, I'm gonna go with that one. C, I think, would probably be pretty graceful because I have a powerful alliance with those people, with the grandees, the yellows. All right, guys, you vote. Stop the farming for the environment. We don't need to eat. It's no concern of mine whether you peasants have... What was it again? Food? I love Emperor's New Groove. I'm going to be channeling a lot of Emperor's New Groove for this playthrough here. C is going to just make you broke. Yeah. But I have the Royal Gamble on it because I figured you guys were to go that way so that I would get some money back, at least to mitigate the costs here. All right. End of the group. Okay, voting is closed. Import grain from the south and distribute it for free. The north is in your debt now, Your Majesty. That's right. Remember that. The north remembers. The kingdom's coffers open and a tide of free grain floods from the south to the north, putting many northern merchants out of business, but giving some grandees a nice windfall. All right, so I paid for it. By I paid for it, I mean the taxpayer, obviously. Trade is now opulent. Trade went up. Trade went down in the north, and the grandees' wealth went up. So let's see how much you got. Oh, you guys are sitting pretty on some money there. You got some cheddar. The grain proves sufficient to keep the peasants alive until the next harvest, which will hopefully bring better days. Farming went up. Nice. That's what we needed. And stability is now stable. That's right. Get wrecked. You guys ain't got shit. A brand new harvester over here. Your Majesty, the scholars and great thinkers of the South have invented a new farming implement. You're having issues in real life. Your root canal just became completely exposed after... Oh, that's rough. That's rough. Knockpod the second, because you died, brother. You got dead. That sucks. Root canal being exposed. I've had that before. I've had that open before. That's rough. I think it killed you. No, you got killed because I took I took a giant finger from that you were supposed to give my wife, brother. Yeah, you got decapitated. Well, best of luck with that, Zekunda. That sounds rough. Your Majesty, the scholars and great thinkers of the South have invented a new farming implement. Some kind of horse-drawn machine that automatically reaps and threshes grain. They call it Wheat Eater, and it's revolutionizing agriculture. Knockbot, you figured. It pretty much is what it was. He's not lying. It would be great use to us. In the north, our farms are struggling to keep up with demand, you know. We'll not share the designs with the likes of you, Northern Leech. Our people have worked hard on that machine, and we deserve to reap the rewards. It's not you. Alright, so this seems like it's going to be about equal to you guys. I'm going to veto the halt the production of this. So leave the machines to the south or force the grannies to the north. That's on you guys. And the other chiefs killed your god. Yeah, this game's actually been pretty interesting. That's what your dumbass gets for eating Takis while having temporary fillings? Yeah, I ripped out a filling before. It's not fun. Oh, Mastodon. He's got this flag here means it's somebody who actually has supported the game. That's interesting. Nice. I haven't seen that in mine yet. All right. Looks like it's going to be C. Leave it to the south. Looks like the south is going pretty strong here, guys. All right. This is cruel, Council. Our people need those machines, but those greedy dogs get to hoard them and watch us suffer. Yeah, the Chiefs are getting kind of fucked right now. Mastodon is in all the streams. Oh, he's a regular. He's got an expert noble in the chat. Well, welcome, Mastodon. I've been kind of lurking in these streams, and I want to start doing them now. But Chief Sempis, please fall on deaf ears. While farmers in the south continue to reap the benefits of the Wheat Eaters, other regions stagnant. No, he's kind of a celebrity, mate. Nice. A few hundred or so? Well, welcome. We got an expert noble here. I gotta watch out for you now. Alright, so here's the auction. Remember now what we got. The goals, just a reminder of the goals. The barons have to lower farming. The chiefs have to lower faith all around. And the grandees have to lower stability. Alright, so I'm going to start the auction. Good luck. Remember, you can vote for things that will screw up other people too. Okay, we got some, looks like the stadium and the prison are going. So we got stability down and military down why would the stadium bring down the military? That's kind of odd. Oh, Deer Park coming through, lowering the farming. Get those environmentalist things going here. All right, we got the Deer Park and the prison. Deer Park and the prison. Followed closely by the stadium. Can it change? Let's see. Looks like it's the Deer Park and the prison. I like the person who put the $2 in. Okay, time's up. Biggest contributor, Zekun Dead. Wow, he's got mad money to throw around. Can't afford any money yet because I taxed you blues into oblivion. Alright, bankruptcy looms. Oh, I don't like that. The treasury is almost empty, Your Highness. Where the hell did it go? I couldn't possibly say, Your Majesty. Perhaps you've been spending a little too freely. Apart from raising taxes, we have precious few options. You could get a bank loan or sell off the crown jewels, or perhaps crack open some of your predecessors' tombs. Most were buried with piles of gold, or so I've heard. That would hurt the faith. I'm not going to mint more money. Take a loan. I will sell off some jewels. I have a lot of authority to spare. I think that'll be good. Well, wait, personal wealth. I have my own personal wealth? How did that work? Because it says wealth minus 600, treasury plus 1,000. I was not aware I had my own money. Cracked open some tombs with the boys. I'm gonna actually take home a loan. I'm gonna take a loan. Let's see. The Bank of Salvand and Gaul operates the fabulously wealthy Republic of Kirith all the way across the land, the Western Seas. They assure you, however, they maintain total independence from the Republic. The banker is either that or print my own money. I don't want to print my own money. I think we lose it for buying the jewels. Ah, you guys lose it. Got it. Okay, thank you. The banker they send to take your signature has delicate hands and sharp teeth. He watches as you put pen to paper, eyes glittering. You're making an excellent decision, Your Majesty. You shall pay us back with 25% interest in 1 year. We'll see. Saddling the kingdom in debt isn't great optics, but you have no other choice. All right, I'm still pretty good here. We could have been hanging in the tombs. Could do some slay some Duragar. Not Duragar. That's wrong fantasy universe. Wrong Draugr. I'm not going to be alive in a year. I'm living day to day, my dudes. About my heir. Let's see. Your marriage to Casilla has grown strong and steady like an old castle wall. Though it began as a political arrangement, it has blossomed into something like love. It's high time you thought about an heir. Congratulations are in order. The royal wedding was a magnificent affair. I'm very happy. Thank you. Your happiness isn't as important as fulfilling your duty to the kingdom, but I'm glad you found a way to have both. Thanks, Mom. You've done well so far, but something's still missing. An heir. You need someone young whose loyalty is assured. A child of your own would do the trick, even if they're a bastard, or the youngest of your many cousins. My wife and I are we're gonna sit down. We're gonna pound this one out. We'll figure this out. We'll figure out this problem. The traditional method. No one will object to that. I'll arrange for you to take a month off from ruling so you can get down to business. Wow, Mom. Damn. Mom, number one wingman here. Damn. Get this guy some Gatorade. A bizarre report. Okay, Your Majesty, I have received worrying reports. Worrying and confusing. So let me help you out. What's wrong? I received reports from one of my little birdies in Grandi Nero's manor. He is the most unusual guest. I was like, who? It's you, Your Majesty, or someone who looks just like you. I have no reason to suspect the grandees of plotting anything, and yet I can't square this away. Nero. Unfortunately, I can't devote too many resources to solving this puzzle with the kingdom in such a lamentable state. Too busy fighting fires elsewhere. Yeah, a whole month off sounds a little ridiculous. I only need 30 seconds. I recommend you call a meeting on the council and try to do something to put a stop to this. Nero, you got some splaining to do. Assemble them. Alright, I am going to veto the do nothing here. For sure. So you guys, are we going to triple security around the palace, or are we going to go and disable the Southerners? Because if you guys don't, just saying, they're going to win. Cough, cough, other people. Might want to vote B. I'm lobbying for my people here. Thorough. Oh my goodness. Looks like the doppelganger is going to be doppelganging me. Oh boy. Oh boy. I appreciate you, Laurel Master. trying to keep us alive. Alright, putting us closed. Okay, well, maybe my battle nuns will stop the assassination attempt or something. The ranks of your palace watch are swollen with new recruits, and strict curfew is set up within a 2-mile radius of the palace. Our treasury went down. Ooh, that hurts. Our authority went down, but our kingdom is a little more stable. A should stop them. I hope so. It should help keep you safe, but the nobles think it's a display of weakness. There are rumors that you're slipping into paranoia. Say that to my face, bitches. Alright, end of season. Yeah, the battle nuns have been told about this. Yes. Meanwhile, in the south, Grande Nero has invited his closest associate to his manor house for some wine and cheese and treason. The kingdom is not exactly peaceful, but there's still no way we could have stayed. There's still no way we could stage the abduction of the king without being noticed. We need a little more chaos, don't we? The Grandies aim to lower stability to 4 or less. We've deflected that one yet. The dreams of being. All right, here's the red team. Down in the march, Baroness Kelsey Chemistry is visiting the wizard Gordius in his tower of black basalt. Lava bubbles in the cracks in the stone, somehow flowing uphill. Last night, as I slept, I walked through the glittering halls of the apiary, and do you know what I saw? Vast crystalline palaces, dream queens upon shimmering thrones. The hives go from strength to strength. What happened to our deal, you fool? Am I dealing with an incompetent? Joannis, the beast and lava wizard are actually terrifying. Yeah, it is a little weird. We had it, but you got backup. Please just give me a few more months. By the 9, I won't let you down. I keep saying by the 9 out of oblivion, but it's by the 9th. See that you don't. Those who waste my time quickly discover that the 7 hells hold no torments like an irritated wizard. The barons aim to lower all regions combined to farming 14 or less. Apiary, thank you. I don't even know what that word means. What is an apiary? You know what? I need more money. I am sorry, Grandies, but the allegations of what you are saying, that there might be a doppelganger in your lands. Kelsey character is true to form. All right, we're gonna keep cruel tax for the Grandies because it's a little sus. I need that money too. I need that 25%. Honestly, I should have taxed probably a little more than that. Oh, right. It's all happening in the north here. A taxing issue. You underestimate my power. Tax everyone. I should. Your Majesty. Oh, is this the same guy again? Your Majesty, help us. Chief Knockpot II of the North has been bleeding us dry. He has? What is he doing? Our taxes are 10 times higher than they've ever been. I can't afford to feed me crows. It's true, Your Majesty. Chief Knockpot Chief Knockpot from the IRS? I don't believe him taxing people too hard. I don't believe it. Well, the king's been bleeding me dry, so... It's true, Your Majesty. Chief Knockpot II has been taxing his peasants at least twice as much as the next highest noble. It's been a hard year, Your Greatness. I have barely any gold in my vault. I'm just doing what I can to stay afloat. You clearly having a hard time. I'll let you off? What? What about this poor peasant's cows? I said crows. I like the crows as a better headcanon. A pox on the stupid cows. Let's see what the council thinks of this. Let's see. I am going to veto allow Chief Knockpot to overtax his peasants. If they don't like that, they shouldn't have been peasants. Based. Okay, while you guys vote, I'm going to get my dog out from under my desk again. Come here, little man. Okay. All right. Have a royal tax collector take over tax duties in the north. Yes. Oh, they're trying to. What, Serpy? Are you sowing seeds of rebellion in the chat? Whoa! Oh no! 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 I do declare, what is going on here? By the gods, tax collection has been our duty since the days of old. Why should the rest of us be punished because Chief Knockbot II makes mistakes? Oh my goodness, they're going for rebellion here. Yeah, we should try and get Knockbot III. We're gonna get him to Knockbot VIII. Alright, let's go to a prediction. Chief Serpy, the traitorous bastard in the chat. I'm not gonna metagame that. I don't know. Your greatness, excellent news from beyond the sky. As your majesty knows, I'm an amateur astronomer. I have seen that the solar eclipse is on its way. Visible from the north, we must encourage the kingdom to gather beneath the dark sun and experience this once-in-a-lifetime event. Premium nobles. This is a player who has bought the king of the castle. They can customize their outfits. Oh, this is the game marketing itself. Yeah, so if you bought the game, you could actually customize how your character looks and stuff. The king vetoed my choice, Rebel. I see your future. It'll be head on the spike. Baron Mastodon. Hell's bells know an eclipse is a warning from the ninth god, a sign that the kingdom has fallen to shadow. All of the nobles start talking at once. Some excited, some horrified, but they're all very loud. I am going to put my preferred choice. The sun-obsessed fools should focus on their land, not the sky. Oh, I could say get back to farming, bitches. I'm supposed to do. I don't know what my goal is for how much farming I'm supposed to have. But I'm gonna say I'm gonna keep this going here. Let's encourage the. No. I wanted this one. Sorry. The sun-obsessed fools should focus on their land, not the sky. All right, go to vote. This is a really cool idea for a game, honestly. All right. Voting is closed. Encourage visitors to the north to witness the event. By my honor, I shouldn't be encouraging this nonsense. I didn't. I tried my best, homie. As word gets out of the impending solar event, visitors from across the kingdom drift over to the north. The trade is now dynamic. Blood money. We got good money here. Hello, James. What are you talking about? Grah. Nothing is wrong. Absolutely nothing is wrong in the north. Let me see what's here. That calls for a celebratory glass of wine, I think. There's definitely not an old witch who lives at the border of my lands, and I definitely haven't been having money troubles. And most importantly, she didn't offer me a fortune in exchange for just a drop of my blood, an offer which I absolutely didn't expect. You made a deal with a witch. Interesting. Your wealth has increased to 850. Great. I'm confused. Ever since I didn't accept the witch's bargain, I haven't found myself obeying her every command. I definitely still rule over my estate, not her. Roll for deception. Or persuasion. Furthermore, she didn't forbid me from telling you any of this, and I'm not using negative statements to bypass her magic. Glad that's cleared up. Let's celebrate all this good news with some wine. Chief, it's Jam. Looks unaccountably miserable during your drinking session. What's his problem anyway? Come harvest time, Chief It's Jam's farms yield a lot more grain than they used to, and the peasants are a lot happier. In fact, everything's going great. There are some complaints about priests gone missing, of course, and the churches keep burning down, but you can't have everything. I don't know. I don't have a frame of reference. I played this game once for like 45 minutes with my friends, and they weren't really too into it. But they killed me real quickly. I feel like I'm doing all right. You let the witch stay, and that really is the best option? Oh, Oh, I wasn't. Oh boy, seems fine to me. You're doing great. All right. Okay, let's see. Reverse voting. Nobles. No, that one's dumb. I don't want that one. These are all pretty much the same. I'd rather have the veto than anything else. Let's go that one. You were doing great. You are golden. We get a bribe. Okay, we're good. We're good. Defiance is too high, and one or more regions is considering a rebellion. With the chiefs of the north are considering a rebellion. Rebellion will stop a region from advancing their scheme, and they can't be taxed or take part in the normal votes. Interesting. So you guys are, since you're not doing well in the schemes, perhaps you're going to be voting to rebel. I don't see what this one is, but we'll do it. Irritating visitors. You're already voting for the rebellion. Your Highness, I simply can't stand it any longer. I need you to do something. What's the matter? I have filthy peasants squabbling all over my newly built prison and digging up the foundations. It's a terrible security risk, not to mention annoying. They've heard legends of buried treasure beneath the site. Total nonsense, of course. I need you to keep these greedy treasure grubbers off my land. Actually, these rumors might not be nonsense. After conquering the south, King Arald the Great is said to have buried a huge stash of stolen loot, spoils of war in that area. So what are you suggesting? We could search for the treasure ourselves, send a team of diggers to take the place apart brick by brick and dig deep into the foundations. By all that is holy, what are you saying? That would destroy the whole place. Dig up fake treasure to hoard, pretend it's gold. Place sentries around the prison to keep treasure hunters at bay, or take the building apart in search of treasure. I am going to set that as my preferred. I just built this really cool prison and people think it has treasure. Yeah, well, people think, it's beautiful. It did great work. Now, the most fun thing of a Jenga tower is taking it back down, right? All right, so 14 seconds. Oh, you guys are hitting my treasury. No one likes to raise the defiance and stability? Damn. Place sentries around the prison to keep treasure hunters at bay. I mean, you think there's already sentries around the prison, right? Your Highness, to build something and then tear it down would be completely foolish and a waste of precious noble wealth. Defiance, they're super loyal, the Grandies. They love me here. Treasury is now at 3,900. Oh, they voted. They have a rebellion. All right. Interesting. I'll remember this. Solar discovery. Your Highness, while scouting the north for a prime eclipse viewing spot, my servants discovered a portal. Baron Mastodon. It's a shimmering shadow hanging in the air, about the size of a door. You'll lead us to victory. We threw a rock in, and it returned as a slab of polished obsidian. How exciting. Naturally, I sent one of my servants through next. Based. They saw a red wasteland beneath a sky whose color defied description. I recall a tale from my childhood of such a land, where fairy beings gave vast riches to those brave enough to visit. Riches, you say? Chief Serpy coming in. This portal is on my land, so I have the right to any riches it may contain. But I discovered it. Well, my servants did. Great treasure lies beyond it, I'm sure of it. Whoever has the most money should hire adventurer. Let's see here. I think I'm gonna go with who's got more. Ooh, you know what? I'm gonna go with Serpy. Yeah, Fax belongs in the north. I think you're right. I think it belongs in the north, guys. I'm voting for the north. Oh, who has the most money? Interesting. Definitely the barons have more money, for sure. Voting has closed. 5 nobles have voted for. Whoever has the most money should explore it. I was trying to lower their defiance so they couldn't rebel. Scrabbling for gold, and Macedon wins out. He plucks out a young recruit for the Adventurers Guild who begins preparations immediately. Wow, he lost a lot of money there. And why did I lose $200 for this garbage? Bullshit. I did not sanction this. Easing the tensions here. Your Majesty, nobles of the council, tensions are running high, but the kingdom itself is stable. Perhaps it's time we forget our trouble and come together as friends. Alright, alright. What do you have in mind, Chancellor? We could exchange gifts, or hold a friendly competition, a fashion show, perhaps a game of riddles. Your Majesty, why don't we hold a vote on team-building exercises to help you and the council trust each other once again? Ah, yes. Let's do it. I'm going to veto that it's a stupid idea. Oh, shit. Ah, you guys are going to come after my treasure, you assholes. Arena fight would be sick. Luckily, you guys, nobody has like that strong of a military right now. Vote C. You guys are coming for my money. How does a game of riddles cost more than a fashion show? Yeah, that's a very good question. I have no idea. I was wondering the same thing. Okay. Wonderful. I'll make the arrangements at once. The nobles can work together on the riddles with a hefty cash prize if they get it right. You assholes. The nobles of the council begin murmuring. This is a chance to prove the sharpness of their wits. They better brush up their riddles. Oh, I hope we actually get to see it. What's messed up is they voted for that to sap my treasury, and then they just dip out. All right. Oh, they're getting pretty close too. Oh no, they have a long way to go. We are pretty stacked with farming. It won't happen because rebelling. Haha. You fools. And look, my loyalists will crush this puny rebellion. The North is nothing. Though your defiance is getting up there. Alright. Rebellion. Oh, Knockpod. You once again, Chief Knockpod II. At long last, the chiefs have reached their boiling point. You are confronted in your throne by Chief Knockpod II, his tattoos seeming to shift in the light of the braziers. The chiefs of the north will rip that false crown from your head and stomp it into the mud. We will be fighting for glory, for honor, and for Yora, the true monarch. The stability is now teetering, and my authority went down too. You murdered his father. What did you expect? I'm going to murder him too, right now. This is a formal declaration of war. The next time we see each other will be on the battlefield. I will... Oh, if I seize him, my authority goes down? Oh, no. If I don't seize him, my authority will go down. Yeah, no. Seize this bitch. Get out of here. Come along. Traitors get to chop. What? You can't do this. I'm an envoy. See how the king's tyranny grows worse by the day? Yeah, it's gonna be Knockpod III, baby. The other chiefs killed Knockpod. Yeah, the other chief killed Knockpod. That's right. I didn't do it. I think I killed the first Knockpod. Your watchman wastes no time. Chief Knockpod II is dragged out into the... I imprisoned Knockpod for theft. That's what it was. Chief Knockpod II is dragged out into the courtyard and his head is struck from his shoulders. I didn't expect them to move so boldly, Your Majesty. Chief Knockpod III has joined the council. I just took a screenshot of that. Because I think he's technically working. So what are our chances against the rebels? The chiefs are formidable, but not undefeatable. I hope they don't persuade any other regions to join the rebellion. That would be disastrous. How did things get this bad? I'm talking about how the first Knockpod went down. The leader of the rebellion is Chief Sirmpi. As a reason for their uprising, he's citing your history of petty transgression against the chief. I'll say, urge to murder rising. Yes, Your Majesty. Hold on to that feeling. We'll need it. So this is it. It's civil war. That's right, Your Majesty. The kingdom is divided. There will be a lot of death and suffering before this is all over. I can't wait to dig out. I can't wait. I'll dig out the trebuchets. All right, very excited for war here. All right, I'm going to check out my heir first before their opening strike. Your quest for an heir is finally complete. You stand before the council holding a small child in your arms. Should I die, I ask that the crown be passed down to... The council hall is filled with silence. I will say, my son. The assembled nobles break out into polite applause by designating an heir. You've cemented the stability of this kingdom. Yes, the kingdom of Glibglobia is still around. Your Highness, may I be the first to congratulate you on the birth of your son. What's his name? Soundwave Spectre II. Yes. Ooh, trophy. Huzzah, Your Highness. I am sure little Soundwave Spectre 2 will grow up to be a chip off the old block. I'm going to make him a tyrant. Just oppress the Northerners for their heresy. Congratulations on finding an heir. Now you just need to fill your ambition to win the game. Expect a visit from the Spy Master soon. For me, I have to... Does it say? It's farming. I just don't know how much farming I need. Alright, so the opening strike from the Northerners. Too long have those bastards in the Crown Lands held us down. Too long have they called us heathens and mocked our way of life. Aye. Now is the time to take up our axes and fight back. Morgana is with us. We'll burn their churches and string up their lying priests. Aye. Now I ask you, brave chiefs of the Free North, where will we strike first? We can launch a preemptive strike against the Grandees to cripple their military capabilities. If we suspect the barons may join our cause, we can call them to war. They'll be more likely to join us if the king's authority is low. Or finally, we could send off an assassin to nip this in the bud. Dishonorable, of course, but convenient. Alright, so blue team. This is straight Game of Thrones for real. Yeah, it is, kind of. Blue team, you are deciding how to come at me now. Weigh it highly. Why does it say the game is $5 in the widget, but it's $10 on Steam? I have no idea. Support the rebellion. But Knockpod, you might want to decide here, because I don't know if you've noticed, you're Knockpod the third, brother. Give you a second to vote. There's one more. Well, actually, it doesn't even matter. It's they had the barons. So, an alliance, it seems. Interesting. It depends on country, and it might have gone up. Yeah, right. Possible. I got this on sale because it was on sale last week. The chiefs attempt to smuggle a secret message to the barons, but your watch intercepted it and bring it to you. Ho. You scan the letter, muttering under your breath at the audacity of the rebels to court your loyal barons. Absolute poppycock. You read the message aloud at the next council session in a mocking voice. The barons laugh uproariously, especially after you shoot them a particular stern glare. All right, they're getting a little nervous of my kingly wrath. It's because I said the word poppycock. Planning of abduction. The kingdom's on the brink of chaos. It's perfect. We have to strike. What do you intend us to do? Swoop in and kidnap the king in full view of the palace watch? Oh my goodness. Grandine, Nairo, what are you doing to me, brother? No, of course not. We need to use the chaos to our advantage. We have two options. All right. So, they could lure the king to the south and abduct him here, or manufacture a food crisis and lower the king. That's tough because both their farming and their farming is so high and their defiance is so low. I'm kind of really keeping the Grandees in my corner this whole game so far. There's no votes. I'll let you guys have a second. All right. Lure the king to the south and abduct him there. Raise own defiance. All right. We need to convince the king that the south is on the verge of rebellion. In the current climate, he'll be forced to make a diplomatic visit to smooth things over. That's when we strike. Once the king enters the palace... one king enters the peace tent, and another king leaves. For the final stage of their scheme, the Grandees must raise their own defiance to at least 5, but without starting a rebellion. Ooh. So they could win if they get that. All right, here's your auction. Good luck. Don't forget your goals on the top left. Let's see, no money's gone out yet. The stadium getting some funding, lowering the military of the Grandies. They're on my loyalist side, so I think I need their military to be high. Fund. Let's see. We got the funding for the Deer Park going up again. Trying to lower that farming. My farming's so high though. I'm not even worried, bro. We got great farms. The fortress coming up, raising the militaries of the chiefs. That's pretty good, actually. Looks like it's going to be the Deer Park and the fortress. You got 5 seconds remaining here. All right, farming went down of the red and military went up for the chiefs. All right, here's a rebellion report. All right, the kingdom is in rebellion. The first side to earn 5 victory points will win. Victory points are earned through events. If the rebels are victorious, the monarch is overthrown. Okay, so you guys, it's a stalemate so far. I am very worried about this scheme though that they're hatching down there. All right. Oh, debt collection. Uh-oh, I'm going to do that one last. All right, let's do the north. Mustering an army. Along the northern border, countless horns are blowing, axes are sharpened. The chiefs of the north have united their warrior clan under one banner. What are we waiting for? It's time we marched on the capital and brought Vlator's flail down upon the accursed crownlands. Aye, I hear you, but we are still mustering our forces, my friend. When we strike, we must strike with all of our might. And on that subject, I've considered several proposals to further bolster our army for the trials ahead. All right, so this is for the blues. Ah, ha, ha. They don't have many options because they're all so poor. And their faith is low. Interesting. Are you going to use the peasants? All right. Well, that honestly makes a lot of sense because you guys need to lower my farming anyway. That's my goal. The voting has closed. Conscript a mass of peasant levies. Northerners shouldn't be harvesting grain anyway. We are warriors. Your military is now mighty. That's a problem. And their farming is now sufficient. Uh-oh. The chiefs pull peasants off the fields and thrust spears into their calloused hands. This will mean a few bad harvests for sure, but the north can survive that, right? Alright, a great battle. Here we go. Vast armies darken the landscape like the shadows of clouds. Flags are flying, drums are pounding in the rhythm of the marching of boots for the motherland. The kingdom is gripped with civil war. At least that's what you imagine. Most of the time is spent in the safety of your palace, poring over a giant map with your marshal. Your Majesty, the armies of the north is advancing on the capital, led by that treacherous cur, Chief Cernpi. I received word that from the commander of our loyalist forces in the march. If they march now, they'll intercept the chief in a matter of days. Alternatively, they could join forces with the army of the south. It's risky, but together they'd have a higher chance of defeating the accursed chiefs. What are your orders, Your Majesty? The barons and grandees should join forces. Very well, Your Majesty. I'll relay your orders to Baroness Kelsey Chemistry, the commander in the field. However, hopefully they do as they're told. God knows treachery can thrive on the battlefield. We have our orders, but should we follow them? All right, let's see. Will the Reds join the Grandees? Will they fight at all? Find out in the next episode of Dragon Ball Z. Fight us? Trying to go the attack. Defy orders and send the Marcher's army to fight the rebels. Oh, they're just going straight for it? Whoa, all right. Just going for it. All right. Okay. Barons are just going to go right for it. Bold strategy. They are lower on military, though, but I guess they do have the added grannies with them. Oh, they're defying orders. which is going to raise probably their defiance. Oh, I see what you're doing. The whole city holds its breath. You stew in your palace, waiting for your marshal's return. Finally, she bursts into your throne room, drenched in blood and sweat of battle. I will say, Marshal, report. Your Majesty, the barons defied your orders and decided to go on with the attack. At dawn, we drew up in battle formations. Yeah, you guys don't have to rebel. You guys are close to winning soon. It's all very orderly at first, Your Majesty, but after the trumpets blow and the cavalry charge, it's nothing but blood and screams. The northern army smashed into our troops like the fist of the Ninth himself, and I've seen some battles in my time, Your Majesty, but never seen such a massacre like that. So much blood. Oh no. Their military got crushed. The rebels gained 3 victory points, and the military is now weak. Wow. Wow, the barons got crushed. Blood for the blood god. Skulls for the sculptor. Oh man, their military is still 10. The barons should have followed orders. They thought they knew better, so they got themselves slaughtered like sheep. Yeah, you listen to your king next time. Enough bellyaching. Let's focus on the next battle. The Marcher army was routed in the aftermath and scattered all over the countryside. It'll be months before they can regroup. We'll have to rely on the grandees. It'll all come down to the next battle, Your Majesty. The fate of the kingdom hangs in the balance. Ooh. Oh, yikes. Welcome, bacon-haired boy. This battle is... Things are popping off. Things are popping off here. I will lead the troops personally this time. I must advise against this. You'll be in great danger, and inspiring as the present may be to the troops, your death or severe injury would completely destroy their morale. You must protect me then. Very well, Your Majesty. I will prepare your armor and horse. We ride at dawn. I will fight with the grandees. Oh, I have to deal with the debt collection. Oh no. Greetings, Your Majesty. I am here on behalf of the Salvant and Gaul to collect what we are owed. Delightful to see you. You owe... Oh boy, oh boy. Can I extend the terms of my loan? We will be willing to grant you another loan at the same rate for 20% down payment of 750 gold. Fine, we'll do that. We're just going to keep writing checks, Fighting rebellion, fine, but the IRS, yeah. Mastodon, you did this. That's cool that you guys like know each other in chat from the other streams. That's awesome. Gets a good little Glibglonian community going. I don't know what the world of this game is called, but this kingdom is Glibglonia. Glibglobnia. Sorry. Alright, I can't tax you, assholes. That's terrible. I will lower the Baron's defiance, but I'm going to have to raise the cruel tax here. Honestly, I really need to raise both, but I can't afford them. I can't afford their... Oh, man. Fighting Batman's fine, but not the IRS, that's crazy. If I do a cruel tax on them, then they are able to rebel as well. I'm going to leave it as a regular tax. No change. Sorry, grandees, I have to. This is not looking good, guys. This is not looking good. But I'm keeping 2 down. I wonder what happens if we crush the rebellion. I've never seen that before, for sure. Alright, so let's do an unexpected opportunity. Your Majesty, as the chiefs were marching through the march, they were hit by a fierce rainstorm. Unable to progress through the mud, they've set up a camp beside the Westwater River. So they're sitting ducks is what you're saying. Precisely, you must strike. Don't be foolish, Marshal. Do you think our own troops are immune to the weather? We'll have the same problems. If I may suggest another option, Your Majesty, the chiefs are drawing all their water from the Rustwater River. If we were to poison it upstream, their troops would suffer greatly. Fighting a war with poison leaves a bad taste in my mouth, but not as bad as the taste it'll leave in the mouths of the chiefs. Ha, let's do it. I don't know if I like this idea. Where did we get all this poison? If we herd all the cattle in the march onto the riverbank upstream and allow all their effluents to flow freely from the river, their water will be contaminated. It's hard to fight on an upset stomach. So I'm going to call this the Oregon Trail attack because I'm going to just give everyone dysentery. 9th above, you are devious. I don't feel comfortable with this, Your Majesty. I'll need the council approval before I proceed. Whoa. Okay. So the red and yellow can do it. I will not let this opportunity pass us by. It's either the Marcher troopers go in and fail, or we poison the rust water. It's just a bit of poo. Yeah, I definitely don't like the idea of poisoning a water supply, but we can handle it. All right, Serpy, ready to go. All right, poisoning the water supply. Someone's poisoned the water hole. You won't regret this, Your Majesty. Leave everything to me. I have a feeling I'm going to regret this. Over the next week, hundreds of farmers across the march rise to the occasion. They gather the cattle and drive them to the banks of the Rustwater River, upstream of the stuck rebel camp. Dysentery only makes us stronger? Damn. Literal tons of effluence pour into the water. By all accounts, it turns to a lovely shade of chocolate brown. Within days, the northern troops who have been drinking happily from the river find themselves spewing at both ends. It has a terrible effect on the rebel morale, of course, especially when they run out of clean water. Wow, they lost a point there, and we gained a victory point. What did I tell you? That softened them nicely. Okay, that's good. Alright, we'll do the Adventurer Returns. In the capital, the solar eclipse does little except make the day a little gray. But the north is a different story. The chiefs that lost interest in that damn shadow portal sent the adventurers packing back to the guild. The peasants are relieved. Instead of exploring the cursed thing, they went back to working in the fields instead. Alright, that's good. Get wrecked. Get wrecked. We're going to take these chiefs down, boys. It's the night before the final battle. The atmosphere in the southern camp is subdued. Everyone knows that chiefs are a formidable foe. On the journey, you've had to leave most of the luxuries of being a king behind, but your marshal was good enough to ensure the royal command tent is well stocked with wine. I'm going to abstain from alcohol tonight. You'll need a clear head and sharp wits for the battle ahead. Tomorrow we fight. How are you faring, Your Majesty? A little nervous, I'm not gonna lie. Entirely natural, Your Majesty. Anyone who's not nervous doesn't understand the tactical situation. Agreed. Agreed. Party like a true man. Now that you're here, you need to lead your troops, otherwise their morale will plummet. Of course. At last, the chance to show my martial prowess. I look forward to seeing you in action. Alright, 1v1 bro. The next day, at an ungodly hour, you climb onto your warhorse and ride out to your battle to meet the chiefs on the battlefield. The sky is blood red. Flags whip in the wind. Horns blow. Drums beat. Both sides are in battle formations, with the enemy visible only as 1,000 gleams of swords and armor. Your troops are looking at you. They expect a speech. Let's see. Today we stand and we fight, brave warriors of the South. They can take your lives, but they can never take my life. That's funny. If we die today, we die in glory, but try not to die. Yeah, today we stand, we fight, brave warriors of the South. Your soldiers reply with a full-throated roar that nearly knocks you off your horse. You succeeded the challenge. Authority is now commanding. Let's see. Retreat to your tent. Wait till this is all over. No, we are going to hang back with the archers. Rather than risking your neck on the battlefield, you decide to hang back with the archers close enough to the action that people can't describe you as a coward, but far enough that you're safe. You watch the battle from afar, your heart beating in your ears like a drum. Troops clashing back and forth across the churned, blood-soaked mud. Clouds of arrows dropping down, soldiers dying in seconds. All you can do is watch and hope. The battles, yes! The battle lasts for hours, and then in an instant it's over. The chiefs are running, and instead of fighting them, your soldiers are cheering and chasing them down on shoving their swords into their fleeting backs. Your marshal appears at your side, still astride from her horse, a fierce grin on a blood-speckled face. Nice RNG, yes. Yes, the ninth god is actually RNGesus. Victory. Glorious victory. The Loyalists gained 4 victory points. My authority went up, and their military has gone down to 5, boys. We got it. We got it. Is it over? She claps you on the back. It's over. After the battle is won, comes the bloody, unpleasant business of hunting down and killing the enemy before they can regroup. Their screaming faces will haunt you for a long time. After that comes the celebration. Your soldiers rampage around camp, drunk and singing cautiously. Just happy to see nightfall. Meanwhile, you and your marshal choose your tent to plan the next move. I can't shake the feeling that we've missed something. No need to fret, Your Majesty. Everything's perfectly... At that moment, a frantic soldier burst in. Your Majesty, receive word from our scouts. I don't quite know how to say this. Spit it out, damn you. Your Majesty, the chiefs must have split their forces. The army we defeated was a diversion. They've got another regiment making its way through the Crown lands. They'll be outside the capital in a matter of days, and the grandees are too far away to help. What do we do? We must prepare for a siege. We got work to do. Build up the capital's fortifications, stockpile food, train up the citizens' militia. But don't worry, Your Majesty. This is the last-ditch ploy of our defeated enemy. We must outlast the siege, and the grandees will come to our rescue. Oh boy. Oh boy. We need to actually have the grandees come to our rescue then. Okay, let's see. Stop the count. Anonymous voting. No, we're gonna go this way. We're just gonna leave it as is. Alright, this can go either way. Either way here. Alright, a ground-shaking discovery. Marshal, the chiefs are digging tunnels under our walls, Your Majesty. By the 9th, northern troops could boil up from underground anywhere in the city, even for under your very throne. I've placed bronze bowls of water inside the city walls. Judging by the size of the ripples, we've worked out where the tremors are coming from. It's a rough measurement for certain, but we must act now. What would the council have me do? Let's this is the lowest one. It's only 35% chance. So let's veto that. I definitely don't want more tunnels under my cities. I don't want to like screw it up and then build the tunnels for them, you know? I like the smoke them out option for sure. Not the grass. Oh, flood the tunnels with the water diverted from the Treadwater River. Wasn't that the Poison River? Oh, shit. We like poison under our palace with shit water. Voting is closed. 2 nobles voted for smoke them out. After days of exploratory digging, your tunnelers meet up with the northern tunnels. Oh, it's a different river. Okay. Your marshal immediately sets up a large set of bellows and several tons of burning feathers, pumping up the tunnels with acrid smoke. The sound of enemy soldiers coughing is music to your ears. Once the tunnel is abandoned, you burn the wooden braces and collapse it safely. Success, but hardly a victory. None of their troops were killed, but you fended them off for the time being. On the other hand, wartime feather supplies run dangerously low. Interesting. So probably out of archers, I guess. Okay, let's see. Contaminated river. Troubling news, Your Majesty. The Treadwater River has been contaminated. We're not sure how, but the chiefs got upstream of us and fouled the water. 9th only knows with what. Alright, so they did the same thing we did to them. Ooh, Uno reverse card. I'll spare you the details of what's happened to the poor souls who drunk from it. Rest assured that is not pretty and very deadly. The Treadwater provides water for the whole city. If this isn't solved, then we'll all die of thirst. Okay. Let's, ooh. Some good options here. Let's order the grandees to sneak water supplies into the capital. They have great trade. I think it's fine. It's payback. Yeah, payback's a bitch. Build a dam does sound pretty good too. I feel like this could be really anyone's game right now. Continue to drink from the river. Someone's going the chaotic route. After the war, let's have a Geneva Convention. There have been many war crimes. Yeah. After that'll be my first decree. Rules of engagement. I'm going to pick the first one and get my treasury up and order the granny to sneak water supplies into the capital. I'm not falling for that WHO propaganda. Based. By the 9th, it will be done. Thank you, Nairo. The grannies are as effective as they are dutiful. Supplies are still rationed, but at least no one's dying of thirst. Good, good, good. The South has been our strongest ally. Besieged. The chiefs are marching through the Crownlands, pillaging and burning. The roads are heavy with refugees and corpses clogging the rivers. Now that the capital is surrounded, you stand on the ramparts of your palace, staring out in dismay at the army camps stretching for miles outside the city walls. Thanks, Lord Master. My homies. Get down from there, Your Majesty. If they get lucky with a crossbow bolt, what are we supposed to do? The barons and grannies are still out there, Your Majesty. Admittedly, the barons were overwhelmed and their army scattered, but the grannies have defeated the rebels at every turn. I hope they get there in time. The 9th god will decide our fate. As you finish your sentence, an immense trebuchet hurls a 10-ton boulder toward the capital. It smashes the nearby clock tower, smashing into smithereens. Like I said, Your Majesty, you better get inside. What, not inside that clock tower, my guy. Alright, the season's over. Yeah, is this like... Oh, I do have a successor. If the king wins the game, the heir will succeed him. If you die before completing the game, your ambition, the nobles may vote for one of their claimants. Okay, so I think does the game just roll into the next season? Like do I just continue the storyline if I win? All right, well, still in the same spot. We can't get their defiance down, it seems. We have to beat them. The siege is grinding on. Another dawn breaks. The great army of the north sprawls outside your city walls. For the last 3 weeks, they've tried to fight their way in. The siege drags on and your food supplies are dwindling. The streets outside your palace explode in daily riots as citizens demand to be fed. If you hit continue, even if you lose, we continue with our money. Oh, that's awesome. Okay. Don't worry, Sound Inspector. The grandees will be here to save us soon enough. I'm sure of it. Yeah, your people better come through. As evening draws in, horns blast outside the city walls. The chiefs are mounting a final attack. Oh, but continue, even if you lose, we continue with the money, but also the stats and the kingdom stats. Interesting. So we have really bad stats that can suck? That's cool. I like that, though. Like, the storyline just continues? That's awesome. I love that. Honestly, I always talk about this. One of my favorite games is WWE SmackDown Here Comes the Pain. Unironically, it has never-ending branching storylines like this, but in a wrestling form. It's awesome. Okay, anyway, as the evening draws in, horns blast outside the city walls. The chiefs are mounting a final attack. All right, guys. They're coming for us. Starting the auction. It's not exactly continuing a lot. A lot of are the same, just different events and stuff. Yeah, I'm sure, but you don't change the nations, I'd imagine, right? The nations are probably the same. So if some really bad, so yeah, I guess I'll have to start another one with a different batch. All right, so right now we have the Deer Park. Deer Park is the only thing. There's $1 out there, guys. Only $1 in play. Okay, 301. And the prison is lower in stability here. Monument, there you go. Get that stability up, guys. Get that stability up. Get that authority up. Screw the chiefs. Don't get anything for them. Screw them. They're terrible people. They also are poor. They're terrible poors. All right. There we go. Look at that last minute snag for the grandees. Beautiful. Beautiful. My people coming through. All right. They want me to be strong, though, because they want to usurp me. All right. This is getting pretty close. One more point for the loyalists here. A grim dawn. This is the final battle, I guess. The sun rises in the city in turmoil. The chiefs begin their assault last night. And you heard nothing outside but the screams and howls and the clash of blades since. Oh, that was you. I got that one since we can't get farming down. Half the capital is in flames. Soldiers rush back and forth, shouting panicked orders. You haven't seen your marshal since the night before. Perhaps she's already dead. Your honor guard are in the streets outside the palace, building a barricade and organizing a last-ditch defenses. Vital work, but you're vulnerable without them by your side. The royal court is empty except for you, your wife, and your son, cradled in the arms of his nanny. His crying is giving you a headache. I prepared a special fast-acting poison, totally painless. Shall we have one last drink together? What? Drink poison? Are you crazy? It's here if you need it. What? Nah. Your Majesty, you must see this. Follow me. Follow the spy master. She leads you and Casilda up to the palace walls, where you see the endless mass of soldiers rampaging through the streets. In the darkness of dawn, you could barely make them out. Only silhouettes and countless glimmers of torches. You duck as burning arrow sails overhead. Why did you bring me here? Look closer, Your Majesty. The army is shifting and convulsing, like a great beast in pain. Horns, trumpet, hooves, thunder. The barons and grandees have arrived in full force, a mighty hammer smashing the chiefs against the walls of the city. Victory. After that, just mopping up, the chiefs make a brave final stand. If they don't stand a chance, their army is crushed. By dawn, the rebels' corpses clog the rivers and blanket the city streets. The crows feast like never before. Soon the armies of the barons and grandees are parading through the city, waving their banners and showing off their loot. Meanwhile, Chief Serpy, the leader of the rebellion, is brought to you in chains. Common folk crowd into the palace to watch the trial. We fought with honor. Our ancestors smile upon us for resisting your tyranny. This game sucks for funding. You should pardon us. Let him go with a warning. No, I'm going to sentence the king to death. Stiff-backed and silent, Chief Serpy is dragged out to the city square and led up onto a platform before the roaring masses. Take my head, I die proud. You're going to like freedom. Oh, Highlander and shit. The executioner axe falls, excuse me. And the head bounces into the crowd. The common folk kick it around and cheer. Good. Let's play some soccer here. Look at that. Look at the defiance is all down. Ha ha! I am still in power, boys. You cannot stop me. I am a noble king. Defiance is now cordial. Military is now weak. Defiance is now loyal. And defiance is now loyal. The kingdom is mine. My authority is 10. As you sit resplendent atop your throne, the common folk raise a mighty cheer. Long live the king, they shout. Long live the king. Ha ha ha. That's right. That is right. That was a critical win for me. But the treasury is going to come after me, so I'm going to cruel tax everybody now. I know. Sorry, guys. You all did great in the battlefield, but I need money. We have to recover the losses and rebuild, guys. Yeah, we're going to build back better, guys. We're going to build back better. Okay. Oh, we have the game of riddles now. Oh, the debt collection. Let's get that over with first. Greetings, Your Majesty. I am here on behalf of Salvant and Gal to protect what you own. Very well. It was a grand total of 3,700 gold. Well, here you go. I pay my debts. I pay my debts. A pleasure doing business with you. I'm poor now. No pay. You, Sir P. Your father was a terrible person. I am not taking your counsel. My ambition. At the start of your reign, you said you want to be the father of the nation, but so far, you've not convinced anyone. The kingdom's farms aren't producing enough food, Your Majesty. The peasants can't rely on you. Ouch. Your current ambition is working out for you anymore. If you want to stop the nobles from overthrowing you, you need to pivot, change your image. My advice would be to infiltrate each region with loyal spies, defeat their schemes with schemes of our own. Interesting. But your other advisors have other ideas. We should crush these disloyal nobles, smash their armies, and force them to submit. Your Majesty, if you help us spread the zeal of the ninth god, the church will lend our full support. With backing of the church, the nobles wouldn't dare move against you. Oh, wait, you gotta go? This is an awesome stream. Hope you do it again in the future. I'm definitely gonna do it. I'm definitely gonna do it. This is a great game. Thanks for stopping by, Zach Undead. Good to see you again. With the backing of the church, the nobles wouldn't dare move against you. Also, send him a follow. You stream art streams, I believe, right? If I'm not mistaken. Could be wrong, but everybody follow each other anyway. Don't listen to the rest of these fools. Have you heard of the Spectre of Sages? It's a lost artifact forged by Queen Alma the Wise. There's a legend that any king who recovers it will rule over a golden age. Serpy, if you could rebel twice, it's an auto win. What? Wow. Okay. That's good to know. Let's see. I think since my authority is so high and the faith is so high, I'm going to be elevated by the church to the status of a living saint. A wise decision, Your Majesty. I'll send word to my priests. But of course, you'll need to be worthy. Your priority is to raise your authority and kingdom overall faith as much as you can. And of course, there can't be open rebellion among the nobles. Alright, here's the game of riddles. Your Majesty, I've asked a court jester to help us with our game of riddles. Fiddle-dee-dee, fiddle-dee-dum. Let's test our wits and have some fun. Oh no, it's delightful. Prithee, what walks on four legs in the... Man, it's a man! Good one, Baron Mastodon. By all that is holy, that was an easy one. You're canny riddlers, after all. Have pity on this poor old fool. But since the council mood is nigh funereal, I shall break out new material. Over the next hour, the jester capers around the council hall, posing riddles and occasionally hitting Baron Mastodon with an inflated pig's bladder on a stick. Finally, he sings out the final act and most difficult riddle of all. I make dogs cry, I change my shape. To find me, look in a sunless lake. What am I? Okay, I'm going to... I have no idea. I'm going to just let you guys vote this one. I have no idea. Going to guess C, I guess. Something beginning with the M. What say you, Your Majesty? Dost thou agree with thine council members? I will say yes. I think they're correct. Sure. Wise you are indeed. I must humbly concede. The answer is the moon. Ah. The council's wisdom has left me in awe, and what's more, it's left the king poor. The jester cartwheels out of the council hall, leaving the nobles to celebrate their victory and sharing their cash prize amongst themselves. The Defiance is now... Okay, Defiance went down for everybody but the North again. You Northerners are going up with the rebellion already. The chief's wealth increased. Everybody's wealth increased. There we go. Money going around. Alright, we're going to end the season here. Oh, after voting, nobles can change their mind. That helps you guys. That doesn't really help me so much. I'm going to get rid of this monarch vote because that doesn't seem to work. I'll try the swing votes, so maybe we could get some lobbying going here. All right, ambition, sainthood. It's my ambition now. I will be a saint with my wife, Castildo, whatever her name is. I don't even remember. Your Majesty, I've received messages from the priests beyond the capital. They've been working hard to promote your power in every sermon. Ah, I love to see the church and state working together. Absolutely, Your Majesty. Let's listen to the priest's letters. I have 100% authority here. Your command of the kingdom is masterful, Your Majesty. The nobles are in no position to push back against you. That's right. I just crushed the rebellion. Now the true journey of sainthood begins. We will scour the kingdom for your miracles so that you can show the holiness you'll rule. Please thank your priests for me. Oh, they need no thanks more than ever. They serve the crown in the 9th as one. I shall write to my priests directly. They will investigate any potential miracles and send word once they find something. Oh, wait for a miracle. What's my faith? It's only 40%. After a few weeks, Baron Zek Undead arrives excitedly. I'm getting some good rolls here. All of my bad luck from Baldur's Gate is coming out through here. Fantastic, my liege. Excellent news from the march. 9 black swans were seen on the river, and a group of barons followed them into the forest. The swans paid them no heed, but led them to a grove where stood an ancient forgotten church. Yeah, I'm getting those low rolls, baby. Yeah, I've seen 90% fails constantly. Yeah, it's I'm getting all hail RN Jesus here. He really helped me with the 100 hours of Baldur's Gate. I was failing every check there. I didn't roll above a 10 a couple streams, but now I'm making it. The swans vanished, leaving only a single feather. Not to mention that the marcher crops suddenly flourished. Yes. Besides, you must recall how you cured the crystal pox with a touch, and that a peasant reported a vision of you being blessed by the ninth. When the king's rule is holy, the ninth god rewards. Everyone agrees the signs are here. Does that mean it's time? I believe it is, Your Majesty. Oh, did I win already? I will make preparations for the ceremony at St. Bertrand's Cathedral. I look forward to seeing you. Whoa, 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 whoa. That evening, your wife comes to see you. Hey, baby, what's up? St. Inspector, what an honor. I can only imagine what you'll do with the kingdom after this. I want the church and the crown to work in harmony. As a saintly king, you're just the person to do it. Before you know it, the time has come. It's a glorious sunny day in the capital, and the layers upon layers of ceremonial robes are rather hot. You stand before the archbishop in the cathedral in front of gathered nobles. Casilda stands beside you. Her hand is in yours. Off to the side, Salvo Inspector II is watching excitedly. He occasionally tries to dash into the crowd, but his governess retrieves him each time. We gather before the power of the ninth god to witness the holy influence of King Soundwave Spectre. There was a very long sermon. I will sit and smile respectively. Faith 10, Faith 10, Faith 5. That's right. Oh, they're fanatical. I got the fanatics here with my battle nuns. But eventually it's time for your blessing. A blanket of silence falls upon the cathedral. You step forward and the archbishop sprinkles holy water upon your brow. Perhaps you feel something. I feel a warm glow as if the ninth god is watching me. I feel God in this Chili's tonight. The power of the ninth god bathes you in holy light. The nobles can never stand against you now. Rise once more, King of the Kingdom and Saint Soundwave Spectre. Saint Soundwave Spectre. You got a nice little alliteration there. May the ninth god bless this day. He will, Your Majesty, he will. Applause rises in the cathedral, echoing in the huge rafters. Surrounded by her red-robed devotees, the High Inquisitor is watching closely. After a moment, she applauds with the rest. At the next council session, the nobles arrive to find a cluster of Inquisitors who have joined your honor god. What are they doing here? Since when does the Inquisition have a place in the council? By the ninth, hush. Do you want to be tried for heresy? That's right. No challenge. Saint Tun hasn't changed me, I promise. Baroness Kelsey Chemistry still looks nervous. I don't know if it's over, guys. But none of the nobles, including her, speak up again. Oh, wait. Over the course of the day, even the boldest noble is quick to vote with the crown. It's so easy, relaxing, efficient. You finish early for the first day in months. With the church at your back, you have the license to do what you please, as long as you keep on the ninth god's good side, of course. As a long, glorious, venerated reign awaits for Saint Soundwave Spectre. Aha! GG, boys. GG. Alright, so let me read the epilogue here. The monarch is victorious. The attempt to woo Gordius to the martyr cause was doomed to failure. Eventually, the wizard, bored of these mortal quabbles, burned Baroness Kelsey chemistry to a crisp with one well-placed fireball. The chiefs abandoned their hopes for Ohed's horn, which passed into legend once more, a treasure fit only for seducing adventurers into the frozen wastes, where ice giants or hypothermia await them. All that remained of the grandee's attempt to usurp the crown was a prisoner, deep under the castle, clad in an iron mask and shrouded in rumor. Praise be, under Saint Soundwave Spectre's reign, the church was all-powerful. The only thing warmer than the hearts of believers were the heretics being burned alive. Oh, man. Thank you for the follow, Serby. Appreciate you. The king died peacefully after another 15 years of devout rule. The legend says that an angel appeared at his bedside to bear him to the thereafter. GG, guys. GG. All right. I will be down to do another one if you guys are. I do have to just walk my dog real quick. She's asking to go out. So I will be back in a hot minute, okay? And thanks for watching, everybody who is not sticking by. I should be back in like 5 minutes tops. Put a little intermission screen. I'll be right back. Thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in a moment if you're still here. Alright, I'm back. See, I don't know how many people are still here. Oh, not many. Well, that was a fun ride. It was a fun ride. I don't think I have enough to... Ah, that's my son. My son of the Glibglonian dynasty. Let's see if I could load it. See if it works. Run it back. Yeah, I'm running it back. Here we go. I'm in Knockpot. I don't know... Let's see if I can get me in the Discord here. Starting a new game. Yeah, I had to take my dog out. She had to do her business. Knockpod, you are the third now. Just putting out in the Discord, see if we get anybody to join. Can they kick you? No, you could. I think you could leave, and if you leave the stream and come back, I think it works that way. Yeah, I think you leave the stream and come back. I think. Not entirely sure. I should be able to kick people, you think, because in case somebody comes in with like a truly terrible name or something, you know? So this looks nothing like myself or my wife. Let's see. Guess you're gender neutral now? You've been misgendered. Sorry, Knockbot. Maybe because it's not you. Maybe it's because it's your kid. Because you died twice. So everyone, yeah, we're starting a new game. I won one. Very excited. I think I'm going to upload this stream as a VOD on YouTube and stuff because that was fun. I very much enjoyed that first round. Hope I'm not being too distracting to your work there, Knockpod. I had some more people I thought were going to join, but they didn't come by. It's been busy. Unfortunately, we can't start until we have 4 people. 1 for each faction. Oh, Cernpy back. Oh, reclaiming. And it's put you right. I guess because you guys were here before, so they put you right back where you belong. You could get the revenge the North remembers. Just hope we could find some more people here. I don't know how many people are. See, it's kind of a niche game, to be honest. And the people who I've noticed the people who watch this specifically search this game. So, King of the Castle. We'll see how many people are like playing otherwise. A couple of them have pretty big. Oh, there's 2 other games going. One has 25, one has 19. So hopefully they'll join our starting session here. If not, I guess we might have to, I guess, just raid another channel and join them, I suppose. Hope not. I want to continue the Glibglonian dynasty. For all of Glibglobia. Let's see who I can tweet at. Let's see. Oh, Tactical Bingus there, Knockpot. Did you get this game? Did you buy it? Because if you bought it, you could customize your character. And if you link your Twitch account to it. Yeah, it's pretty interesting. So maybe that's why you're they them, because maybe you click something wrong because you have to build each character per faction. So that might be why. And you customize your dude. But I think since we're continuing, I don't know if it'll carry over. It might. I mean, I'm not sure. That's a good point. Hoping we get somebody here. Oh, because you join with a join, not join he. Got it. See, I'm gonna mess with one of those guys again. Ah, but the guy I was about to message is going to go right back for the Chiefs again. You see, they're on the Discord. Most people don't even know what we're talking about. Chiefs we win. Sold some old CSGO skins to buy it, so basically it's free. Ah. Yeah, some of the people go crazy with that CSGO stuff. I knew somebody who made, I think it was $737 off a knife in that game. Wild. I appreciate all the likes and follows from this. This is awesome. This is my most successful Twitch stream ever. I normally don't get much over here. It's tough with Twitch. You have to find like a niche game like this and have a lot of luck there. You were big into gambling skins back in the day? Let's see. Yeah, I guess we're gonna have to go raid a channel or something. We could raid. Do you want to raid another one? We'll keep playing. I'll play with you guys as a viewer, I guess. That seems like the only way to do it. I never raided a channel before, to be honest. Let's see who is playing this game. Nah, there's no other stream I want to watch, baby. Thanks, boo. Yeah, give it another minute, but if not, I guess we'll have to call it for today. I mean, it's kind of late, I guess. Oh, there's literally only one other stream of this going right now. I guess that last one, that other one just ended. Must have. All right, I guess I'm going to have to call it here. Be sure to like, comments. Well, it's not on YouTube, so I don't have to say to like, comment, and subscribe. Follow on Twitch. I see you guys both follow already, but for the VOD. And thanks for watching, guys. I appreciate you hanging out. I would love to do this again. This was a lot of fun. So I'm hoping I could get another game of this going in a couple days. And because this was a blast. I love this. This is fun as fuck. But yeah, sorry guys. I'll talk to you guys later, and thanks for watching.